Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to today's Productivity Talk session. My name is Tat Manabe, an APO Secretariat Officer, and I'm delighted to be anchoring the session today. Today's topic is about Thailand's important philosophy called Sufficiency Economy Theory and its application to farm and rural communities through banking and financing activity. Early October this year, APO conducted a multi-country observation study mission on implementing the sufficiency economy theory to sustain community development. In this study mission, Director Wichai Paksa, today's guest speaker from the Bank for Agriculture and Agricultural Cooperatives called BAAC, gave an interesting session on how BAAC applies sufficiency economy philosophy called SEP to their banking activities and support farmers and the rural communities for their sustainable development. I'm glad to invite Director Wichai Paksa of the Office of Foreign Affairs at the BAAC today to share this good story to PTalk viewers. Director Paksa, thank you for joining us today. How are you?
Yes, good. Thank you very much to invite me as well.
Okay, I'm glad to see you again, and it's wonderful to have you here today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you because of, I think we have an important thing to discuss today.
Thank you. I'm sure that our viewers are eager to learn from you that how a corporate activity, especially in the area of financing and banking, links to and drives sustainable rural development. So your session today is titled Bank for Farmers, Communities, and Sustainable Development. That BAC's evolution from being a traditional agriculture credit provider to a leader in community and rural development is an inspiring journey. So for today's presentation, I gave you 4 key questions, which I gave you in advance. I believe that you have prepared your presentations accordingly. So if you are okay, I would like to go question by question. Would that be okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So my first question is that your organizational overview. Could you give us an overview of BAAC and how it has been evolved over the years, please?
Okay. So thank you very much. Firstly, I'd like to express my sincere thanks to APO and Mr. Manabe to give me the opportunity that bring BAC to share on what we are doing and how we develop the rural people community in order to strengthen the rural people and driving sustainable in the future. So thank you for the question that, and also this topic is very, very interesting for me as well. So first of all, before that, we talk about how BAC has done in terms of what that related to the Bank for Farmers, Community, and Sustainable Development. I would like to give you some idea or information of what is the Bank for Agriculture and why we are here. So actually, I would like to give you that. Okay, so I work in the Bank for Agriculture and Agricultural Cooperatives in Thailand, or we call in short is BAC. So the bank was established since 1966 or around 58 years ago under the BAC Act. So we provide the financial support nearly 8 million farms household in Thailand, or around 98% of the total farm household in Thailand. So we have more than 1,200 branches scattering over Thailand in every district, even in the remote area as well. We encourage the farmers to use a digital service through online banking, because we know that online banking or online service play a crucial role in nowadays. So we serve more than 4 million mobile users nowadays. And right now, we have more than 20,000 in terms of the employees who works both in the branch, in the district level, and in the central part like a head office. So for the financial operation that I would like to show you that we provide like more than 45 billion US dollar in terms of the loan that related to agriculture and related business, both individual farmers and agricultural institutions. So, and all source of funding that we get is from the deposit of the people in Thailand. So that is what we believe that the source of fund, the secure source of fund should be self-sufficient in our country. Well, since I already told you that we established more than 50 years, so it's like 5 to 6 decades since we have done in terms of a lot of change in the rural and agricultural finance landscape. So under the vision that to be a sustainable rural development bank, we set the direction that aim to a sustainable bank and sustainable rural development organization. This is the two things that we have to keep in mind, that we not just only be the bank, but it should be a sustainable bank. By the way, we have to incorporate with a rural development organization as well. So we have changed a lot to evolve from the beginning until now. Since the first decade, if you see that since 1966, that is the biggest challenge for the farmers, because at that time, the problem of the farmer is that they are lack of accessibility to the formal financial service. So that's why BAAC was established in order to serve the farmers and rural communities. So because they are very prone and vulnerable group of the people, then we need to serve them in terms of the basic needs of the finance, to provide them the support in terms of the production. And right now, the need of the farmers and they has the increase day by day. So as I mentioned earlier, that the BAAC serve the people in the rural area. So, but by the way, the key competency that I want to give you that idea that make BAAC different from other financial institutions is the way which we engage with the farmers. So, okay, if you see that the delivery service delivery structure on the screen, you will see that if you look at the bottom of the chart, you will see that we have a strong contact point, touch point between farmers and our staff. So I would like to give you an idea that even we are the bank officer, but we are work differently. So the people who work closely with the farmers, we call a business development officer. So, and the development officer, they will stay just only 1 day in a week to work in the office, and the rest 4 days they will work closely with the people in the rural area. So why we do this? Because we want to make sure this will make we understanding what is the situation, constraint, a problem, or all the challenge that occur to families or communities. And this is the reason why that we open the branch in every district, because of the convenience for farmers to get the service. So, and this is what I like to give you for the information about my organization. I will stop for this question first. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Wichai-san. Thank you for explaining us about the organization. So now my next question is that how the BAAC activity is linking to SAP, Sufficiency Economy Philosophy, which is a very important philosophy in Thailand, and how BAC has evolved along with SAP as the core organizational philosophy and vision. So could you explain what this philosophy entails and how the BAC applies it? This is a very important section that I appreciate your explanation.
Yes, thank you very much for the question. I think that can give us the more deep down in terms of the information about the sufficiency economy and how to link as one of the core elements in terms of a strategic plan or strategic level of the BAC and or even many of the development section in Thailand as well. So sufficiency economy philosophy was proposed by the King Bhumibol Adulyadej or our King Rama IX in 1997. So because at that time Thailand affected a severe economic crisis, or we call a Tom Yam Kung crisis. I think I can remember at that time because at that time is the time that I start my university and then it's quite tough for me as well. So Thailand has experience in the growth-driven development. Why? Because we want to lead to the developing country. So, and that is for that direction, it leads to a capital and resource misallocation. Because why? The people in Thailand at that time still were poor, and they are too poor to save, and then it has to rely on the foreign aid and capital. So that's why the problem of we need to live very fast is make me have a strong severe problem at that time. So therefore, from that severe problem, the sufficiency economy philosophy was proposed to guide the people to believing in the middle path, not too extreme. Yes, because the economic, we want to go fast, to go to extreme, but the people cannot follow. So then the concept of sufficiency economy philosophy can be applied both individual level, community level, or even national level as well. So this is what the sufficiency economy philosophy. So it might be wonder that how we apply the sufficiency economy in the real world. So from the framework that show you in the presentation, the three interlocking elements in the three principles of the SEP is the moderation, responsibleness, and self-immunity. So the three principles interconnect and interdependence. The moderation is the idea that people living their life in the middle path, not extreme. The way of living there occur when they have to reasonableness, accumulate knowledge and experience alongside with the self-awareness and analytical capability. This is bring back to talk to yourself a lot. And in terms of a self-immunity, it refers to ability of the people to protect themselves against any external turbulence or to cope with the unpredictable and uncontrollable event. This is a quite crucial one. So, but by the way, they also need to condition to make the SEP work. That is the knowledge and morality. The knowledge encompasses the accumulating of a prudent and appropriate knowledge, while morality refers to honesty, trustworthiness, and perseverance. Now, this is the key concept of the sufficiency economy philosophy. And then how BAC adapt and apply. So BAC adopt and apply the SEP for both to clients and our internal organization practice as well. For farmers, we provide the knowledge of SEP to encourage them to be sufficiency, stable, and happy. So this is for the farmers. We educate them to improve in terms of the productivity, increase a saving, and have a healthy life and happy family. So this is the way that we encourage the people in the rural area to adopt and apply the SEP model. For organization, for the employees, we also apply the SEP to make our employees as a good, smart, and happy people. We believe that if our employees, they adopt and apply SEP well, they will transfer the knowledge and practice to the farmer as well. So for the organization, we adopt the SEP in order to enhance the impressive service, a transparency, and maintain adequate capital. So this practice is led to growth with balance in natural resources, environment, yes, and then it's also have the farmer stable their community and society along with a sustainable business as well. So this is how we apply in terms of the sufficiency economy in terms reality. So as I mentioned you that BAAC was established more than 50 years ago. We evolved our organization several times to achieve our vision. So when we look back to the first decade, the main priority is that we minimize the informal debt to the farmers. Due to the farmers, the lack of accessibility to rural finance service, we provide the loan for production to them. For the second decade, we prioritize the comprehensive agricultural loan and service. And for the third decade, the farmers was still affected from the financial crisis. So this is the decade is we prioritize small and poor family support. Then we initiate the service and the program to help the farmer to set up agricultural marketing cooperatives to strengthen the farmer cooperation. So this is what we have done. And in the fourth decade, if you see that this is the decade that we adapt and apply the SEP model to develop a farmers community and our organization as well. We provide a non-farm business loan to increase the opportunity to increase the income of the farmers and the community. And then for the fifth decade, that is the period that are becoming agricultural and rural development bank. So we expand the loan and service to entrepreneur community enterprise, and we apply the value chain financing concept in order to link all the actors across the value chain and bring the effectiveness and fair income to the farmers. And nowadays, we develop the farmers to be the SMAE, or we call small and medium agricultural enterprise, to lift up the quality of life, to support community-based competency, increase the competitiveness, bringing young people back to modern agricultural practice and business. This is what and how BAAC apply the sufficiency economy philosophy to our farmers and our employees and also our organization as well. So I would like to stop for this part first. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Wichai-san. Thank you for explaining about the SEP and how the BAAC has embedded the SAP for farmer activity to the farmers, also for internally for the employees and the corporate. Thank you. So now my next question, the third question is about how, what is about the operational model in BAAC following the integration of the SAP? How does the BAAC's community development model works in place? Could you explain, please?
Yes, please. Thank you very much. That I think for the previous part, it should be something that we talk in terms of the overview of organization and the roughly information about that, how we apply the SEP for the farmers, for the employee, and for organization. And then I'd like to deep down in terms of what is the process or the step that we use to integrate the SEP to develop the model for the community in Thailand in the real practice. So the model that BAAC integrating the SEP model to develop the community in Thailand. So I'd like to start at the step of how we strengthen the rural community first. So from the diagram, when you see that, firstly, that the important one that we have to provide them with the common understanding. This is the important part because of once they are understanding, they will come up with the positive view to change in particular of the community that if they are positive to change, they will find out what is their potential in their business to change rather than the problem. So that's why we have to give them the information first and then try to make them look at what is the potential, what is the positive that will come with their community. And then secondly, then we need to apply what we call the participatory approach to make the decision by the people in the community. Why? Because development community is not just only the work for one people, but it needs to be get the consensus with the all people in the community as well. So this is the community, they must find out the mutual benefit to the community, why that they need to be changed, why that they need to be developed. So and then thirdly, that the people in community, they need to be continuously improve in order to tackle the challenge and the problem in the community. Because of once we develop something, they need to take a time. So it means that you have to do something that continuously. So that's why we have to commit in terms of continued improvement day by day until we get the result. And fourthly, that once they improve, BAAC will link the community to a public and private sector in order to bring the opportunity to increase the income, access to the market. This will make the community strong and rely on themselves in the future. And however, not all the community that be ready to develop. So therefore, we need to set up the criteria to select the community to develop as well. Yes. So this is the criteria that we develop in terms of is like a pathway to select the community to develop. The first one is the development must be based on the voluntary basis, because we cannot push someone to help themselves. We have to bring them in terms of voluntary. So, and then the second one is the community. They need to have like a 4 main key element capital: the human capital, financial capital, social and cultural, and also management. This is the way what they own resources that is will bring the further in terms of the element for development. So we also set up the criteria to select by the majority of the member of the community should be our clients and has a main occupation in agriculture. Why? Because of the area of the development. If we develop under our client, it means that we can align this strategy or development step align with our organization strategic plan as well. So this is what we have done in terms of the community development. So, and also in terms of once we get the criteria, once we select the community, we also have the step of the community development, the process. The first one is a self-reliant. This is a household level. And the second one is the like a interdependent among the members in the community. And the third is will be linkage as the community as the network. This is the community development process that we bring them just like a household level, a community level, and also a network in the community level as well. So I would like to show you that from the diagram, that is the best practice of what we call Udom-Suk Community Development Model, or a happy community development model. So for the first step, yes, the community member have to build their life plan. So this is the basic one. Because why? In order to do the life plan, it means that they will make them a self-reliance in their household through what? The household finance management, like a household budgeting, something like that. They will know what is the economic situation in their household. This is the initial step or the first step one. So, and then in the second step, once they pass the first step, they will go into the step two. It means that the inter-community dependence. It means that the community need to formulate what we call is community plan to solve the problem in the community that by collaborate amongst the member. Because of in this stage, all the member in the community, they will understand that what is the problem of the community, and then they will find out what is the best solution for the community. And then once they do it, that it can be like the community problem solving in terms of the people, water, environment, something like that. And then we go to the third step. That is the community network linkage. So then at this step that we will set up what we call a community business plan. That is will be find the opportunity among the community in terms of building the business and the marketing and community products. So this is the step that we use for develop what we call Udom-Suk Community Development. So this will support by the new theory of agriculture and link to the Royal Initiate Development Project as a study center for the community as well. So BAAC has developed a nearly 800 SEP model community and enhanced them to Udom-Suk community as well. So we also build the community, this community as a study center for the community who want to learn and develop as well. So I would like to elaborate more in terms of develop like how develop the SEP model, the community to Udom-Suk community model. The development concept process must align with the SEP principle, like national strategy, and then a sustainable development goal framework as well. So then this is the framework that we use to develop the SEP model that align with what is community need, what is the direction of the country, and also the direction of the world as well. So the community, they need to pass the criteria at development process to formulate the life plan, community plan, and the community development plan. Yes, and then we need to strengthen the community in economic, social, environment dimension as well. So under the development process, we need to maintain the community centricity approach as well. We need to set the standard of finding the gap in the community, in the environment, social, cultural, traditional, and economic dimension as well, because this dimension is related to the well-being of the community. Then we develop and implement the plan, evaluate after implementation. So BAC need to support the knowledge and adapt to use a new technology, a change in area-based and market need production, develop knowledge, and build a new entrepreneur. This is what BAC have done. Yes, and then under the dimension that I already told you, we need to make the integration of agricultural supply chain management in order to set up the activity and deliver the positive outcome, output, impact to community. Under this framework, we can develop more than 7,000 Udom-Suk communities. Moreover, we can upgrade to more than 100 community to be a sustainable Udom-Suk community. This represents the strength in community in the more level of a sustainable approach. So this is what I would like to give you in terms of the idea deep down, how we apply the SEP model and development model and apply in the reality what BAC has done. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, Wichai-san. Now we learn that how the model is structured and how SEP is embedded. So I see that it's quite a structured approach and the step-by-step process. And there's a good support system like a learning center, training center. So it's just good to see the whole the platform of supporting the farmers communities through your activity. So now I'm interested in that how it's actually happening on the ground. So I asked you to share some best practice case study to give us the real world. So my next question, final question would be that could you share some success stories from the best practices through this on this model, please?
Yes, thank you very much. That is the part that I want to show you as well, because what we discuss is just only the concept and the way they implement. But if it doesn't have any outcome or output, it shouldn't be the thing that we discuss. Yeah. So that's why I'd like to give you this is some case or the best practice, or even we can say that the success story that we show you in terms of what we call the Udom-Suk community. So once we use this framework to develop the community, and I think this is all the part of Thailand. I would like to give you some idea that all the best practice that I would like to show you. That the first one is this is what we call Udom-Suk village in Buriram province. So this province is located in the northeastern part of Thailand, and this community has around 152 households, and main occupation are agricultural, like a labor and household handicraft. This is the main occupation. So, and under Udom-Suk development framework, this village is the champion of the village. Once for the last year that we evaluate all across the country. So the member of the community members, they can set up the village fund up to 19 million baht. That is the saving as the community financial security. This is one of the crucial things that once you can rely on yourself, that is very, very important thing. So, and they also can generate the jobs and create the value in the community. So, and also they have some different in terms of a best practice, like a Wanglung village in the southern part of Thailand as well, and also in terms of this is Nong Mot village in the Doi Ngam and in the Chiang Rai province. That is the northern part of Thailand. This is represent what is the they apply the SEP model and then with Udom-Suk community development frameworks, and then it will related to the outcome of the economics level, social dimension, environment dimension, and cultural and traditional, and it's also bring to what we call this the BCG metric as well, like the bioeconomy, circular economy, and green economy. This is the what I'd like to show you. But by the way, that is just only a part. But I'd like to give you or elaborate more in terms of what is the exact idea or the result that we would like to give you. Okay, so we will go like a deep down in terms of Charan-Suk village in Buriram province as the case that I would like to give you an idea for today. So under this village, they have the vision of the drug-free village, quality jasmine rice producer, a self-sufficiency, and cultural tourism village. So this is what the village they set the vision by they identify the gap and set up like a 5-year strategic plan. So because this is what a 5-year plan. The first year is like they have to fight in the gap and the challenge in their community, in their household, and in the second and third year they will adapt to self-reliance, to strengthen the stability in socio-economic in the household, in the community level. Because this stage they have to help each other to solve the problem in their community, and then for the 4th and the 5th year, they improve the sustainable growth and moving and change to continuous improvement. That will be lead to a quality and sustainable growth in the future. So this is a strategic plan that they have done. So in terms of the economic activity, the community they raising the fund by develop and set up the community financial institution, and then they can save the money in their community up to 15 million Thai bahts. That is quite a big money compared to the number of the people in that area. And they also the area of the community enterprise, like they will produce the product from their own resource and wisdom. This is what we call like a volcano close, a lava salty egg, and just GI jasmine rice and GI longan. Yes, and then they can access in terms of the marketing channel, like or via online and offline. And then this is the way that they they increase in terms of the value by their own expertise, by their own knowledge, and by their own wisdom. Well, this is what they have done. And then under that knowledge and wisdom, it doesn't mean that they just keep it only in their hometown or community. They set up the community lab that they will have bring a local wisdom to study, and set as an examination center. They will have a holistic approach, and then they have the innovate product as well. And then in terms of the knowledge transfer, they also the transfer knowledge for the young generation as well. So, and in terms of a social, cultural, and environment management, they use a culture and natural resources linking back to the cultural tourism and the BCG approach as well. So this is the way that they has done in terms of what they apply the SEP like a Udom-Suk community development in the reality and change in terms of sustainable development. So, and finally, I would like to give you something is the key takeaway that why BAC has done and what is the key point that the BAC has done for this thing, and then what is the key takeaway. So in order to make a change and the successful development of the communities, so the first one I would like to give you that the community leader is play a very crucial role. So then if we don't have a positive mindset in terms of a leader, and then the people who are strongly a leadership, it's very difficult in terms of making a development. And then the trust and participation among the people in the community, it will bring the people gathering together and make them like easy to develop. And then I think the network or the partnership among the public and private and local institutions as well. So this is bring that once the community they develop and strong enough, then we link them to a network. It will be give them more opportunity to increase their capacity and then enhance the quality of life of the people in the community as well. So, and the most important one that I think that I would like to show you is what is make BAC success in development community. That is the relationship between staff and community members. So we work closely with the community, and that's why we know what is the community need, what is the community want, and what is the pain point. And then we know that once we go and help them, we believe in the practice of the high touch beyond high tech. So this is what I'd like to give you an idea, and this is the story how BAC play the role of the bank for farmers, community, and sustainable development in Thailand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for the insightful explanation, Director Paksa. So the case studies that you shared on top of the model really emphasize that there's a really significant practical benefit of SAP in real life in a world scenario. So I would like to ask some follow-up questions here, which I hope represent the interest of viewers. So my first question is that how does the BAC evaluate the success? You showed several success models, and I'm interested in how BAC measures and tracks the improvement in this Udom-Suk community model. So are there any specific metrics or parameters that you judge for the success of the model?
Yes, thank you very much. So yeah, because of we work in the large scale, we work in the people in the rural area, or even our staff are work in the rural area as well. So that's why under the development project, we need to set up the first one. We need to set up the framework. That is the core. And then after we set up the framework, we set up the criteria for selection the community, and then to set up the process. So this is what the message or the methodology that we have to transfer from the head office to all of the people, our staff in the rural area who works closely with the farmer as well. So, and then once we have the framework, the criteria, and the process, then we set up that the process that the community has to understanding what they need to change and implement them, and we need to evaluate them. And then if they pass this kind of the criteria or the process in this step, it means we will pass. That will be successful. So, but by the way, that is abroad in terms of the framework. But in terms of the metric that we use to evaluate what is the impact, to measure the impact of our framework, we have like a 4 main dimensions in terms of the metric of impact assessment. The first one, we measure in terms of the economic impact in that community. The gross, we call the gross community product or GCP. It might be like a GDP. Then we have to evaluate that since the first, before implement and after they implement the project, the gross community product increase or not, and in terms of the wealth, they have more saving or not. This is the metric of the impact in terms of the economy. The second one is in terms of the social impact. We have to measure in terms of what we call gross community happiness. It's like a gross national happiness as well. So we will evaluate that the people, they have more like a happiness or not. And the third one in terms of the environmental, we do in terms of the climate adaptation community. The people, they adopt in terms of a climate smart technology or not, climate smart agriculture or not, or even they do in terms of a low emission scheme or not. This is the environment dimension to measure the impact. And final one, we measure in terms of the culture and traditional impact. So it means that community, they do in terms of the tourism community or not. And then under that tourism community, they get more in terms of the community income or not. These are the metrics that I would like to show you. We do in terms of the metric of economic, social, environment, and the culture and traditional in order to give us, this is a success or not. Yes, this is the answer that I would like to give you.
Okay, thank you very much. It's quite good parameters to measure, not just about the money, but also about the happiness and also the environment and the culture. So that's a great measurements. Thank you very much. So the next question is that how does BAC balance the philosophy with the need of economic growth and modernization? Nowadays, so there's a lot of technologies coming in, and there's a lot of needs for the economic growth, etc. So that may not be perfectly in line with the philosophy. But may I know how does the BAC balance in the philosophy with the needs for such a growth and the modernization in rural communities?
Yes, thank you for the question. Yeah, I think this question is quite might be feel a bit go the opposite way between self-sufficiency and a modernization. But by the way that if you look closely, the SEP model and the economic growth or the modernized, I think is the way that they go together. But it's just because of the SEP is that it's a bring us to look back that once we want to grow, but we have to balance between growing in a sustainable way and safety approach. This is what we learn, and we know that what is how we apply the SEP along with a modernization. So then you already see that from my presentation. I think that the community, they still can generate income I think in the modern way, they can access the online market with a new technology, use a smart technology, while they implementing the SEP development model as well. That is what is I think is that what is the important thing is how we balance between economic growth, modernization, and sufficiency in order to make it a long run sustainable. That is the way that I would like to show you how we apply SEP with a modernization. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Good. Okay, my next question is that do you emphasize the importance of community engagement. So the people there needs to understand themselves and participate the activities. I think the community engagement is very important. During the process, I think the community has a good leadership to guide the people. And while leaders cannot do everything, but at a certain point, I think leadership is very important in the rural community. So may I know, how does BAC identify and support the potential community leaders during the transition time in the model process?
Yes, thank you for the question. Yeah, as I already mentioned to you that how we work, especially in the rural area, that because we believe the words that we say that high touch beyond high tech. So our staff work closely with farmers, and then we can use this kind of competency to find out the leader in the community who have the potential to support the community. Yeah, this is the first step one and the important one. And once we know that who is the leader, then we can discuss and finding need and provide the support to them as well. So this is the step that why we need to spend a time to looking for like the leader, and then this leader then the BAC will be link them as a network as well, and then we can make a chance to them for sharing and learning together, and then we also provide them in terms of recognition or award that to this leader as well. So, and this is what the make leader keep that leadership and readiness to develop in their community. So because of we not just only finding the leader, but we have to keep them in terms of an opportunity to exchange the idea with the bank, to exchange the idea with their colleagues, and engage as a community as well. So this is the way that we develop the leader, and leader will develop their leadership as well. And then finally, BAC staff, a leader of the community, will go together and work in the community in terms of the development approach that we already described. Thank you. This is the answer that I would like to give you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, my last question is about the future. So knowing that the rapid changing environment, I mean, in the technologies and the business worldwide, there's a significant change, like the AI, IoT, all the technologies are coming in, even in the agricultural sector. So my question is that how does BAC envision of the future of this of the model, incorporating with the future innovations, including the technology such as described in AI and others?
Okay. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, I totally agree with you that the rapid change in the global, especially agricultural and technology landscape is go very fast. So I think that from the rapid change, it brings both challenge and opportunity. So for Udom-Suk Community Development Framework and Practice, I think that we start from the ask the community to understand themselves, to know what is the gap of themselves, and to know what is the potential of themselves. So this is what we do and try to make them to understand themselves. And then once that the community they understand, they will finding their opportunity and formulate their own plan for the future development. Yes, and in the community they have a different generation. So and then we also have a young generation one that they will come up with the familiar with a technology like an AI or something like that. That is a good thing for them. So once they can set up a plan by their own priority, by their own potential. BAC will provide the support and integrate the new technology for the future development for sure to them as well. So, but one thing that we have to keep in mind that the technology it will be have to suit with the potential of the community, and it will not make the negative impact to the community in the future. This is I think that what the community, they have their own knowledge, they have their own like a self-immunity, and they also have their own vision. And then under that vision, BAC will bring the support, like a financial support, technology support. And then together, I think that in the future, we can improve like the Udom-Suk Community development model in term more like a better approach and like related to a rapid global change with the new technology in the future as well. And then this is what I thought and I want to tell you for this session. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. So your experience for implementing the SAP is very interesting, and with the success on the ground, it really encourages us that the similar model might be worthwhile seeking in other APO members as well. So again, thank you very much for the excellent presentation, and hope your further success. And in the future, APO would like to learn more from your activity. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you as well. And I'm really appreciate that BAC have a chance to share the idea to all of the members. And hopefully that our idea, our practice, it will be useful for the future. We are very welcome to all of you to come and discuss more in the future as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay. So to our viewers, thank you for joining today's productivity talk. We hope that you found this session informative and inspiring. So please be sure to follow us on social media for updates on future P-Talks. And don't forget to subscribe to the APO YouTube channel for more enriched contents. So once again, thank you, Director Paksa, for the excellent presentation. And thank you to all those in the audience. We look forward to seeing you in our next session. Thank you very much.
Thank you.